Making indie games is hard, and it's not the hundreds of videos on this exact topic that will say otherwise. The thing is, to make a great game as an indie dev, you need money, whether for assets, marketing, or just to be able to eat. Personally, I have two very cute and very demanding cats that only eat the most expensive cat food, so I better publish cool games. By the way, I just created a Ko-fi page. If you want to give me a tip to support my game dev journey, it would mean a lot. Thanks! There are, however, some ways to fund your indie game. How it works usually is you find a deal with a publisher, or you launch a crowdfunding campaign and hope it will be successful and give you some much needed hard cash. But for that, your game has to be in an advanced enough stage. You need a strong and polished prototype to attract publishers or to build a community that would help finance the rest of your game. You can't get money with just an idea and nothing more, right? Well, here's how I got $10,000 with only a game idea. Let's go back in time. In July 2021, my boyfriend and I lost our cat. It was really hard, I was depressed, and to try to cope with everything going on in my life, I started to play games about grief and depression. I got really inspired by these games and I wanted to create a game about mental health. I had this idea of a 2D narrative adventure where you play as a spirit cat that helps people by visiting their dreams. In December 2022, after some experiences as a video game developer, I was thinking about creating my first commercial indie game. And I wanted to explore this concept. Out of curiosity, I looked into some funding solutions for future references. As you may know, I'm French, and with over 600 professional and indie studios, France plays a significant role in the video game industry. In France, we have le Centre National du Cinéma et de l'Image Animée, CNC, which is traditionally known for offering government grants for movies. But it recently extended its focus to include independent video games as well. They have two big grants aimed at studios, where they can support up to 50% of a game's budget for the prototyping and for the production stages. But, and this is where it becomes really interesting, they also have a writing grant specifically for independent people without a studio to help creators develop their concepts from the ground up by giving them the time to write a full game design document. The application for the writing grant is quite easy and it doesn't require a lot regarding marketing study and viability of the concepts. They mainly focus on your game concepts, which should be quite original and creative. I thought it would be perfect to try to get this funding. But the thing is, given the next deadline, I only had 1 month to apply. I first had to prove that I had the skills to create a video game. I didn't go to a video game school, but I do have an engineering diploma with a strong focus on computer science, and I also participated in multiple game jams. I had to write a 10-page document presenting the game concept, some unique selling points, and a basic idea of what a gameplay loop would look like. I also had to write the details of how I would use the grant if I got one, but basically I only had to list my rent, food, student loan, and the price of some game art in the game design document. I also needed to include how I would plan to write the game design document if I received the grant. I wanted my game to take place in a typical village from the east of France because I was born there and I think it's a beautiful region with half-timbered houses, narrow streets, and quite particular village names. It would give my game a very strong identity. But in order for my application to convey this specific ambience, I needed some art. Thankfully, I have a cousin who works as a freelance designer and illustrator, and I absolutely love what she's doing. I was convinced her illustrations were exactly what my game would need, so I contacted her, explained my project, and she was really happy to work on it. I think she did a really great work. The results were better than what I could have imagined, and this allowed me to put some art in the application form, which is always a very good thing. If you want to check out her work, her Instagram account is in the description. To put all the chances on my side, I took advantage of spending the Christmas holidays in this region to film a short video in which I talk a little more about these projects. Then I submitted my application and I had to wait for 2 months for the results. And I got it! I exactly received 9,920 euros. It was really encouraging to see that some professionals from the video game industry believed in my idea and in my ability to carry it. So I had a whole year to write a 50-page document explaining the details of my game, the scenario, the game mechanics, the principles of programmation, the art, all in great detail. But I didn't want to spend a year only writing things. I wanted to keep programming as well. So I decided to start a second project, which is now my game called Hellspresso. It's a cooking game in hell with roguelike elements where you have to cook for ghosts, you can switch kitchens to use very strange ingredients, steal your customers' souls, craft your own restaurants, decorate it, and improve it as you go to attract more and more customers. It will come out at the end of the summer and you can wishlist it on Steam. The link is in the description and it helps a lot. So during the year 2023, I divided my time between these two big projects. I chose a title for my narrative game, Katsala, which means little cat where I'm from, and I wrote its game design document. I worked with my cousin again to create some game art that I integrated in Unity. I have some colorful houses that I started to animate. I also have a character that I rigged and animated to have an idle and a work state. I also added a blue cat running around with some cute animations. I implemented a day and night cycle to change the ambience, and I included some particle effects as well as a wind shader to make everything more lively. Katsala also has a Steam page and you can also wishlist it if you're interested. I'm really happy with how everything is turning out. It's only the beginning and there is definitely a lot of hard work coming, but I'm really grateful to have the occasion to make this dream game come true. Working on two projects at the same time is a bit overwhelming, but Hellspresso will be out very soon and I will already have a second game to work on. In the meantime, thanks a lot for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!